It's a really beautiful day here where we're at in Georgia, and there's lots of little birds around, so it seems like a really nice time to do some handstand training. I titled this video Handstand Free Handstand Training because you don't need to know how to do a handstand to do a handstand workout. That's the whole point. Today we're going to talk about what you can do on the ground or halfway up, assisted, to work towards being able to do your handstand. We get a lot of people that come to the show or just friends that see handstands. They saw it online, they saw Cameron do a handstand, and they say, I want to learn how to do that, but they don't really know where to start. So if that's you, if you're an adult and you didn't grow up doing gymnastics and maybe you've done some yoga and you're ready for the next step of body awareness, this is a really great place to start. So let's talk about why. Why do handstands? If you've seen the show, you may have noticed that I don't do any handstands in the Barely Balanced show. And to be totally honest, I don't have that much intention of ever doing handstands in the show. If it comes up, cool, but it's not something that I particularly push for. So why on earth would I practice handstands at least once a week if I don't have an intention of actually using it on stage? Well, the reason is our hollow body position, which is what we're going to work on today. It's the name of the position that you are in when you're doing a handstand, is a position that we use in almost every skill of acrobatics. So if I can train my body to hit that position instinctually, I can be a better flyer for my base. It's a great workout to do if you want to learn to do a handstand, great. But if you're into Ninja Warrior training, or you just want to get better at your yoga practice, learning this hollow body position and what to shoot for will give you a much better awareness of yourself and hopefully an awareness of where you are in the space around you. So if you just want to be confident in your body, have a strong core, be able to trust your body to do the things that you imagine you want to do in every day and have a little bit of physical freedom, handstands are a really, really great idea. I think they're a great idea for everybody. So you can do it. What you'll need today are a couple of yoga blocks. You can use yoga blocks. You can also use shoes or a water bottle or a can of soup, whatever you'd like. It doesn't have to weigh anything. We're just going to use these as place markers today. So grab something laying around your house. If your dog will sit still for a long time, you can use your dog, whatever is handy. You'll need a yoga mat or a carpet, and I highly recommend doing this without shoes on, so you have some good mobility. We're going to lock our ankles together a lot today, and it makes it a lot easier to do that. So if you have those things and you're ready, let's go. All right, let's begin. Take your feet shoulder width distance apart. I like to have my toes pointing just a little bit outward. Breathe up, reach into the sky. Exhale, squat it on down on the bottom. Charge it back up. Exhale, squat on down. Breathe in and up. Squat on down. Up. Last time, squat on down. Up. Excellent. Take your arms and give me some big old arm windmills. Woo, it's a little bit of a brain exercise doing them both at the same time. Wow. If you're there, reverse directions. And breathe. Today we're going to hold a lot of positions for a long time. By a long time, I mean about 30 to 40 seconds. We're going to talk. We're going to work on our stabilizer muscles. We're going to work on breathing. And we're going to learn to be calm within our inversions today. So let's start by doing a little bit of a standing cat-cow. So again, your feet are wide. You're going to come down with an arched back and then roll up. Again, come down, arched back, and roll. Really tuck your pelvis under. Again, arch it down, butt back, and roll up. Last time, arch down, roll it all the way up. Great. let's warm up our position. First part of hollow body position, we're going to work here. So what I want you to think about is we're gluing our feet together, our ankles together. We're pushing our hips a little bit forward, and we're picking our arms up next to our ears. Try not to let your ribs come out like that. Keep yourself in a nice straight stick. You are one piece, and as you are one piece, come up on your toes and down. Up, down, up, down, up, and down. As you do this, keep going. Try to glue your heels together. When you get to the top, you can even give them a little squeeze. Up, up, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. From here, we're going to go straight into a shoulder exercise. So there's a couple of different parts to this. It's going to look funny. Start here, prayer position, all the way up and down into your prayer, out like a cactus, sad cactus, Lego man, squirrel. Lego man, sad cactus, happy cactus, prayer position, back again, prayer, cactus, sad cactus, Lego man, in. Keep going, down, up, in. I love this because it is a wonderful exercise to warm up all the angles of your rotator cuffs. So if you plan to go upside down today, that will be very useful. There will be opportunities if you would like to do a handstand today, you absolutely can, but I'm going to focus on modifications to where you don't have to. So we're going to talk through a couple of different ways to do all the positions today. On up. One more time, down, really reach, reach, Lego man, squirrel, Lego man, down, up, prayer, and here. Excellent, take your thumbs like you're hitchhiking and press them back. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back. We're warming up our shoulders, trying to open up the front part of our front body. So give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. I want you to take your arms out like there's a little puppy down there and you want to pat him on the head. There's another little puppy over there. You want to pat him on the head. Reach out with your arms. Feel a little gentle stretch there. And as you are doing that, take your right ear to your right shoulder and then roll it around. Give me some big neck rolls. Big old neck rolls. Great job. Come to neutral. Take your left ear to your left shoulder and give a big head roll there. World's biggest head roll. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, come on back to neutral. Let's do a flow and really open up our body. So come to the front of your mat. Reach up to the sky. Come all the way up on your toes. And now drop your heels down, flat back, hinge at the hips, all the way down as far as you can, and then release to the ground. Great job. Breathe in, flat back, look forward. Exhale, take your feet back one at a time. Drop yourself down, and then up to up dog. This may look suspiciously like yoga because it is. Oh, wonderful. Let's do an extra little warm-up. So here we go. Drop yourself down to your hips, all the way down to your mat. First, we're going to warm up our upper body with a little bit of exercise. So what I want you to do is relax your lower body. It's not involved. Take your upper body and pull it up and down. Up and down. We're warming up our back and shoulders. You can use your hands to assist, but the goal is to do it without hands. If you are super hyper flexible and you can get up really high with your back muscles, go for it. You do not have to look like me when you do this. You can go up as far as you want if you are coming to here, and that's it, great. If you're pushing and then let go for a second and then come down, that's great. Just give me a couple more. About 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Plant your hands. Push all the way up until you are in a comfortable seal stretch. So your hips are still firmly planted on the ground. We're going to take our feet just slightly wider than our mat. And you can breathe in, and as you exhale, put your toes together and reach your head back and down. So reach and down, down, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Lower yourself all the way back down gently. Bring your feet back to center. Tuck your toes, arms under your shoulders, and push. If you'd like to, you can push to the knees and go all the way up into your down dog. Excellent. Take a couple big deep breaths here. First, see if you can straighten your elbows. Push through all 4 corners of your hands and dip your chest down. If it helps, pull your feet up like you're wearing a super high heel. Drop your chest, arch your back, straighten your knees, and then lower down. Once you're here, feel free to walk out your dog. Bend one knee, then the other. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Great. Come back to your regular down dog. And let's take it all the way forward. So take one foot forward, the other foot forward, relax your head down. Then big breath in, scoop your way all the way up. We're going to keep warming up our hamstrings. So from here, I want you to go, you can do a comfortable distance apart with your feet. I like to do shoulder width distance. You can go a little more narrow or a little wider if you'd like. And what we're going to do is put our hands together like this. And I want you to keep your chest over your toes. The idea is to have straight knees and to push your butt backwards and back up. So push back and up, back and up, back and up. Let's do that again. These are actually meant to target the nerves in the back of your legs. If you've ever noticed that you stretch and you stretch your muscles and you stretch your muscles and you feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you're just stuck. You have a day where you're just stuck and you think, maybe I'm just dehydrated, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, like I'm just crunchy. It's possible that what you actually need to stretch is your nerve and the tube that goes around your nerve. So hopefully those help. If you find regular stretching doesn't quite do it for your hamstrings, look up nerve glides. What we just did was a nerve glide. Excellent! Let's come down into our wide leg forward fold. So your feet are wide, toes, well, let's do our toes pointing slightly inward for a good stretch. Send your butt backwards and then release to the ground. Great job. While you're here, let's walk our hands over to our right foot. If you'd like to try to look up at the sky, you can. If you'd like to try to take your arm up to the sky, your right arm, you can. All right, wherever you're at, bring it on down. Walk your hands over to your left leg. Look at the sky if you want. Take your arm up to the sky if you want. And then release it back down to center. Do a couple more deep breaths. And then nice strong arms. Plant your feet into the ground and roll your body all the way up. Excellent. We're going to do one more stretch and then it's time to we'll do our wrists and then work. This one, we're going to come down. So start here. Exhale, come all the way forward. Except we're not going to do our little lift up and back like we usually do. What I'd like you to do is bend your knees until they touch your ribs. So if you're like this, wherever, if you're close, if you're somewhere here, that's okay. The goal is to get your chest onto your ribs with your knees bent. And then, only then, once they're touching, keep them attached. Try to then pull your knees straight. If you like, you can cup your hands under your heels if that helps with that pulling motion. Please be aware of your lower back. This is meant to be a hamstring stretch, a little bit of a butt stretch. You may feel it in your low back, but if you feel like you've gone too far or you feel like you've detached, just pull back a little bit. So we'll hold it here and breathe and rest. Excellent job. Once you feel good and juicy about that, pull your hands out from wherever they are. Bend your knees and roll yourself back up. Take it to the mat. We're going to do some exercises to strengthen our wrists and loosen our wrists. So what we're going to start with is just going up onto our first knuckle and back down. From the side, it will look like these. Bloop, 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 bloop. And keep going. Up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, excellent. Keep going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch to doing our whole hand. So come all the way up to your fingers, all the way back down. Up and down. If you feel nothing in this and you want to take it a little bit further, you can move your knees back while you're doing them. You can also do them in a push-up. I'm not going to do it, but you can if you want to. Or you can just stay here in our all fours. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Take your hands like this. Put them down on the mat like this. And shift your weight back and forth. Flossing our shoulders. If you want a little extra stretch, you can put your hands a little closer together. You can really drive the heel of your hand, this part, into the ground. Great job. Come back. I like to sit on my toes for this stretch because I get a little extra toe stretch. So, let's go this way. All right. You're sitting on your toes. If you don't want to sit on your toes, you can sit on your heels. If you don't want to do that, you can just do all fours as well. Take your hands, give me a little stock fingers, pew, right down by your knees. And once you're there, give me a little gentle back and forth on your wrists. And just enjoy. I'm really enjoying being outside, honestly. Like, the weather is beautiful today. And this is pretty much the only thing I'd like to be doing at this moment. This is very cool. So, I hope you're enjoying yourself too, and you're somewhere a little bit relaxing. If not, I hope you can pop some headphones in and take yourself there in your mind. Alright, let's take our hands. Shake, 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 shake. Take them, dive them down this way so your fingers are facing you. If you'd like it to be a little more gentle, you can go towards your body. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can go away from your body and just come back and forth. A little bit on those. If you want a little bit of stretch, you can bend your elbows there. You can really drive the heel of your hand down into the mat as you come backwards. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Come and face me. Sit however you'd like. We're going to do our ABCs with our wrists. This is a great rehab exercise if you have ever busted your wrists. But for us, we're just going to get our wrists nice and strong by going A, B, and so on. Woo, you can do a cursive alphabet if you want. I realized the other day that I do a mixture of lowercase and uppercase, upper, lower, and uppercase letters. So it must just be whatever feels good to my wrists. I also like to pretend, whoop, that I'm conducting. Shoop, 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 shoop. So, what song are you conducting? Ha, 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 ha. Thank you. That's 8 years of playing the oboe, for those of you playing at home. The squeakiest and quackiest of all instruments. Hey, guess what? It's time to work. All right, everybody, it's time to begin our official handstand training. So, what I'd like you to do for this first one is we're gonna work on our hollow body position. You'll hear me say that 100 times today. What you're gonna do is here in your plank position, lock your ankles together, squeeze your butt, and tuck your ribs. I know it maybe doesn't make a lot of sense right now. It will. It will, you'll feel it, especially if you start to get tired. The main goal is just don't let your body arch and come out of position. You want to have a strong, tight body. You are one stick and ain't nothing gonna move you around if you don't want to be moved. So, once we're here, we're gonna work on our compressing our shoulder area. So what it's gonna look like is you're gonna tuck your hips under and try to take your head between your shoulder blades, then back down. So tuck your pelvis under, try to point your pelvis at your face as you bring your head between your ears and back down. Again, tuck, then regular push-up position, tuck, push-up position, tuck, push-up, tuck, push up, one more, tuck, and push up. Great job, take to your knees. We're gonna flip it over onto our mats. All right, another hollow body position. Once you're laying on your mat and you're totally relaxed, and nothing can bother you, and you're like, man, oh, maybe I'll get some coffee after this, I don't know. Like once you're really daydreaming, get yourself in a nice long position on your mat with your arms way out past your ears, and we're going to go into our hollow body exercise, hollow body holds. So your goal here is to do exactly what we just did in our push-up. You're going to tuck your belly button down to the ground. Pretend that someone is holding their hand underneath your lower back, and you want to crush that person's hand. You want to go all so tucked that your feet pop off the ground. And maybe your arms even pop off the ground. But you want to crush that person's hand, crush the bug that's under you, leave no space between your low back and the ground. And while you're doing that, keep your ankles together and your legs squeezed. Here we go. So you're here, your arms are above your head, and squeeze, come up. Bring your head off the ground. Good job. You're bringing your head off the ground, you should feel that rib compression. This is what I'm talking about when I say close your ribs. Here. So here, 3, 2, 1, down. Great job. I should say crush your ribs. Here we go, ready? Yeah. Big deep breath in. And squeeze belly button to the floor, your legs pop up, your head comes up, you're looking at your toes, but your arms aren't up here. Your arms are back as far as you can get them without losing your form here. So you're here for 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Oh, very nice. We're going to do that 2 more times. If you would like a bonus challenge in this exercise, try breathing. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's pretty fly. I think it's all the rage right now. Don't forget to breathe. Here we go. Arms are up next to your ears. Big breath in. Exhale. Come into your hollow body. Ooh, beautiful. Breathe. I know this is weird. I know it feels unnatural. A handstand's fairly unnatural. That's okay. You are doing a good job. Reach, 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 reach. Push into the ground. For 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo. This time, if you'd like even more of a little extra bonus, as you come up, you can give me little rocks like that. I'll show you what I'm talking about once we're upside down, or once we're doing it. All right, so breathe, relax. Let it all out. All that tension, let it all out. And then stick your ankles together, straighten your knees, point your toes if you like. Arms are up by your ears. Breathe in. Exhale, come on up. Compress your ribs. Reach, reach, reach. If you want a little extra bonus challenge, you can give me some little rocks. Very cool. Reach, 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 reach. Look at your toes. Point your toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! It's fun to talk in that position. All right, are you ready? It's time for our last exercise. For this one, you may want to give yourself a little bit of space. Come all the way to the edge of your mat because we're going to combine a couple of the ideas we've already talked about today. We're going to do our hollow body or boat position. We're going to flip over and we're going to do our Superman position. And we're going to go back and forth. It's going to be a treat. So here we are. Get ready. Your feet are down. Relaxed position. Hands on the ground. Get ready. And up. Hold your hollow body boat. Foot switch. Superman. Good job. Your hands are off the ground. Your feet are off the ground. Roll it over in the boat. Yeah, hollow body boat. Hold over to Superman. Just kidding. Back to boat. Back to Superman. Hold, hold, hold. Strong body. You are engaging your butt. Back over to boat. Yeah. Hollow body, hollow body. Breathe. Breathe. Superman. Great job. Boat. Duh. Reach, 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 reach. Push your belly button down into the ground and relax. Woo! Great job. If this is day 1 of working on handstands for you and you thought, hey, that's good for me, I'm good, this is an all right time to do a little stretching, do some cobra poses, up dog poses, lengthen your abs, open your shoulders a little bit, and call it a day. If you would like to move on to the next part, we're going to do some more handstand specific exercises to really work on your compression, and basically putting weight into your shoulders in that upside down position. You don't have to be able to do a handstand at any point. I just want you to know you're doing great. And if you'd like to move on, we're going to do that now. So, let's begin. Let's get up off our mats. This next part of the exercise we're going to do in rounds. We're going to do 3 rounds of 3 exercises. So I'm going to show you the modifications first, and then we'll start our rounds, and you can choose which one you think fits you best. You can also do one version, and then on round 2 or 3, switch it up and do another version of the same exercise. So option 1, for those of you who want to go upside down and do a handstand, we're going to do a handstand against a wall with your belly to the wall and your feet on the wall. So that's option 1. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. Option 2 is you can find a chair or a countertop that you feel like is a good height for you. Put your weight in your hands. Trust your feet to put weight into your feet and come into a square position. Very cool. If you feel like that's not for you and you are not about that life, that's absolutely okay. You can also come into your down dog and hold your down dog for 30 seconds, or try to walk your feet up into a closer down dog and work on getting weight into your hands. So that's exercise number 1. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. The most important thing to think about in any of those positions is that you want to push the ground away from you. If nothing else works, if every little part of your hollow body position just isn't there for you, just remember, push up out of that shoulder. You should feel like you have a broomstick going from your shoulders through your ears and out your other shoulder. Push the ground away from you. Heck yeah, awesome. Exercise number 2 is going to be on the mat. We are going to do a bit of a lunge. We're going to think about our hollow body position from our back leg, a straight line from our back leg all the way up to our flat hands. We're in a handstand position, right? So we're pushing, now like this, we have our ribs tucked, and we have our butt squeezed, and we are ready to go into our handstand. So from there, we're just going to do 5 kick-ups on each leg. Your kick-up can go all the way up, tap, and back down. Your kick-up can also just be a pivot, touch, and back up. The goal of this exercise is to cover as much ground as we can. So start all the way at the back of your mat, give yourself a big lunge. You can even go up and back as you come forward. Drive that back heel up to stay in your straight line and keep your shoulders a little more powerful than I just showed you. So good job. You may do any variation of that. We're going to do 5 with our left leg forward, 5 with our right leg forward, and I'll talk you through it again when we get there. Third exercise, pew-pew! Woo! Is a little bit brutal, or at least it can be if you want it to be. Our third exercise is going to be an inchworm with the added bonus of a tuck up. So we're here. The reason we warmed up our back of our legs and our backs is so that we can walk ourselves out to our push-up, walk our feet back in. But as you work your feet back in, I want you to think about pulling your head between your shoulders, and actually, if your wrist can take it, sending your weight back over your fingertips as opposed to here over your wrists. If you get all the way up towards your caterpillar, what did I call it? An inchworm? And you want to try to tuck up, once you get to around about here, you can put your weight into your shoulders and bend your knees and come up. Take it back down to the mat, inchworm your way back out to your push-up. So that is an option. If doing a little tuck-up is not for you, and it does not need to be, just come up into your inchworm as far as you can. Think about tucking your chin to your chest, your ears are between your hands, and then walk that sucker right back out. There you go. We are going to do that because different people will be doing different exercises. I'm going to do a timer for about 30 seconds on that as well. So those are our 3 rounds of exercises. We're going to do those, and then when we are done, we're going to do a couple little extra, 1 single round of some bonus stretching and core awareness. So here we go. Let's get started. Go ahead and go to your respective area, and I will let you know when I start the timer. All right, so if you are in the crowd of handstanders against the wall, go ahead and put your toes up. Walk your hands all the way back. Push through your shoulders, find your hollow body position. The timer has begun. I like to do these with flexed feet. I know some people like to do these with their toes pointed, pushing towards the wall. I like to do them if you're at the point where you want to take your weight off the wall. You can do it with flexed toes, then practice taking 1 foot off the wall and then the other. We're already at 24 seconds. Push through your shoulders. 29, 30, Walk your hands back out. Gently put your feet on the ground. Next exercise. All right. Let's come over to our mats. Shake, 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 shake your arm. Come into your lunge position. Reach your arms out long. And here we go. We're going to pivot forward for 1 and back. Forward and for 2. Forward and back for 3. Forward and back for 4. Really reach forward and back for 5. Switch legs. Flowers are coming from my yoga mat. Lunge with your other leg forward. Reach up to the sky. Pivot, hinge forward. Come up, tap, and down. Up, and down. When you come up, really drive that back heel up to the sky. If you're trying to go all the way upside down, think about drive it up, tap, back down, exactly the way you came. I think we have one more. Drive it up. We're there. Shake, shake, shake. We have one more exercise in this round. Ooh, it's a tough one, but it's a good one. All right, everybody. Come to the very back of your mat. Reach your arms up. Roll it on forward. Touch the ground. Oh, I'm going to start a timer. Forgot I told you I would do that. Sorry, everybody. All right, timer is started. Walk your hands out in your push-up. Inchworm your way up. If you'd like to, come into your tuck-up and back down. You can. Inchworm your way back up. Inchworm your hands all the way down to touch your toes. And then come on back to your push-up position. Now take your toes up towards your face. If you want to do a little extra, go for it. And take your feet back. And take your hands back. Or whichever variation you feel like gives you the most effective result today. It's not always about trying to do whatever the next step is. Sometimes it's about doing the step you're on correctly with the best form. Not sure that was it, but I tried. All right, oh my goodness, we're already at a minute. I lost track. It was only time for me to do 3. So maybe I talk a lot. Maybe we'll just do a minute for that one. Let's do it. Why not? Do a minute. Okay, everybody, we are ready for round 2. We got 30 seconds, either on the wall, on the counter, or in your down dog. And I'm going to actually do 30 seconds. So come on over to your position. This time, instead of on the wall, I'm going to go here in my square position. So wherever you're at, come to your position and begin. Whatever you're doing, push, push, push through your shoulders. If you're in this position where you're square, like I am, and you want to lift one leg up to the sky and back down, you can. That's a nice sort of bonus challenge to try to find where straight up and down is. So I think I'm going a little, that's too far back. Hopefully that's straight up and down. All right, that's 30 seconds. Wherever you're at, walk yourself back down. Because we're already at round 2 of round 2. Come on over to your mat. Whew, shake, shake, shake. Roll your neck out just for a half second. If your arms are feeling a little bit tired, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's what we want. Come out into your wide lunge. Reach your hands out. You are one straight line. Your ribs are here. You're really intense. Maybe you feel like you're on the starting blocks of a race that you're about to win. Let's go. Pivot forward, drive your back foot, and back down. Give me 5 at whatever pace you are at. If you are a handstander,
In this particular exercise, our goal is not to hold the handstand at the top, but rather, for right now, just to tapping and back down. I think we have one more. Great job. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And put your other foot forward. Arms are up. You're pushing, always pushing. Stomach's tucked. Hips are under. You're in your lunge. Let's go. Tap. And one. I'm at 3. What are you at? Cool. All right. Whoa. It's time for inchworms. Hey, remember I said we were going to do 30 seconds? We're not. We're going to do a minute because they did not take nearly, they took much longer to do than I thought. So let's go for 1 minute. Get in as many as you can. Here we go. Timer starts now. Walk it up. Walk it up. Tuck. Walk it up. Walk it up. Touch. Walk it up. Walk it in. Hey, don't forget to breathe. If you get partway through these and you're like, hey, that tuck up, I'm really throwing myself into it, not sure that I have the best form there, not sure that I trust my shoulders to not launch me forward into my face on the floor, then hey, skip it. Just do the tuck, just do the inchworm in and out. For this one, boom, I'm just gonna skip it. Do. And then, hey, that was a nice break. I'm gonna come back and do one more. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, man. Set 8, maybe 9, 1 minute, wherever you're at. Whew, wrap it up. You did it. Great job. It's time for round 3. Whoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, man. Reset that timer. I'm going to do option 3. So I went from the hardest option to the mediumest option to the lightest option. I don't know if I'd call it that. All of these are, no joke, all of these exercises should make you tired. Even if you are used to doing handstands, it's still a heck of a workout. So if you're ready, if you're on the wall or wherever you want to be, let's start the timer right now. Here, lifting forward, put my weight into my hands, pushing. You want your elbows to actually be pointing towards your ears. If your elbows are relaxed, then your shoulders are going to relax. But if you really engage your hands, spin your elbows inward so that the inside of your elbow is pointing towards your ear, the outside of your elbow is pointing away. That's where you want to be. Guess what? Timer's done. So, for those of you who would like to see what I was talking about because you were upside down, if your elbows are relaxed, then your shoulder blades are going to be relaxed. This is really hard to hold a handstand in. It's much harder to hold a handstand out here with sunk shoulders than it is to hold a little bit narrower. Spin your arms this way so your elbows are facing in like that. Here, sad. Here, much easier to push. And that's that position that we are looking for. Great job! Let's do lunges. Hopefully I gave you a little breather too. All right, y'all, your foot is forward, feeling a renewed sense of vigor to do these. It's our last round. Let's think long. Here we go. Go. Yeah. Want to talk like an old-timey circus person? That is perfectly good. That foot and back down. I think that was 4. That means this is 5, and boom, baby. I'm gonna pause in case I counted wrong to give you time to do an extra. And we're here in our other side lunge. Arms are up, ribs tucked, pelvis tucked, engaged. Let's do this thing. Down, up, boom, back, down, up, boom, back, down. If you feel like you aren't getting all the way up and you don't know why, consider what your hands are doing. There is such a thing as called putting the brakes on. Right up, should be about 5. If you're going up and it looks something like this, it's possible you're actually stopping yourself from getting up by putting the brakes on and pushing too much through your fingers and pushing yourself back down and out of it. Don't be afraid to go a little bit too far. I'll show you what it looks like. Give you a little breather before the next one. If you go too far, practice going too far so that you can spin the cartwheel out of it. That's why we warmed up our wrists so well, so that when things go funky, you have a bail plan. Absolutely find where your bail point is. Experiment with that so that you feel safe finding your limit when you're upside down. Okay, guess what? Timer is just about ready to go, and we've got one more round of inchworms. So let's do it. You're in your starting position. Begin 1 minute of inchworms. Go out. Boom. Nice job. Out and in. If you are tired like me, your tuck-ups might look a little sloppy. If you can float those suckers up, go for it. We're already just about halfway done. Ooh, that was an ugly one, but I'll take it. They don't all have to be perfect. Sometimes it's the effort that counts. But I'm gonna modify. I had 2 sloppy ones in a row, so I'm gonna take a break. Just do my inchworms without the tuck up. Hopefully give myself a little break. We've got 8 seconds, so I'm gonna try for one more. Nice, proud of that one. Come on back, walk yourself back up. You're done. You did it, 3 rounds of handstand exercises. It's time to put the timer away because we're done with it. Woo! Come on down to your mat. We're gonna do some stretches for our upper body and for our pike and pancake position, which help with handstands, and I'm gonna explain those as we go. So let's start. Exercise number 1, we're gonna give our shoulders some love. So come into all 4s. Woo! And once you're on all 4s, walk your knees or your hands out just a little bit and sink your chest down into puppy pose. Some people like to do puppy pose with their palms down so they can press through their fingers. I find I really get a good stretch when I do knife hand and I put my pinky side down on the ground. Reach through those shoulders. Drop your chest. If you want a bonus challenge, pick up your head, turn it from side to side. Great job. Wherever you're at, take your head back to center. Let's do a little bonus upper back stretch here. So right now my lower back is really arched, but I'm actually going to try to take the arch out of my low back by tucking my hips under. So it seems kind of redundant. Yep, acrobatics. If you get the fundamentals down, acrobatics can be delightfully redundant in the sense that the skills you learn doing one trick can easily transfer to the next trick, and it makes learning go much quicker and honestly much more fun. All right, wherever you're at, woo! Roll yourself first to your belly, then push yourself back up into your all 4s position. Flip yourself to the front. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold. So first of all, we're here, being nice and tall. You can even reach your arms up to the sky and then fold it on forward.
Remember to breathe here in your wide leg forward fold. Your knees should be tracking up to the sky. Your toes should be pointed up towards the sky or your ceiling. Don't have floppy legs. Try to engage. Push your knees down towards the ground. And then relax. Let's do that again. Push, engage your thighs. Should feel your butt muscles doing something. Very exciting. Engage, 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 and relax. Very cool. Let's do that one more time. So push your knees down. You can even flex your toes back towards you if you'd like. Think long in the chest, on the face, and then relax. Feel free to stay in that. If you are in your wide leg forward fold and this is what you got, that's wonderful. That's perfect. What you don't want to do in your wide leg is round your back like this. Honestly, that's not going to get you very far towards your goal very fast. You can do that and it might feel good on your low back for different parts of your leg. So feel free to practice that. But for this exercise, we really want to think about pulling our belly button down and forward so that we get the most stretch we can in that inner thigh. So if that means you're here, that's much, much better than being like this. Okay, wherever you're at, come on back up. We're going to come into our butterfly stretch. Ooh, if you have yoga blocks, grab them. Love this stretch with yoga blocks. You got water bottles, Nalgene bottles, you can also use those. Those are perfectly cool. Once you're here in your butterfly stretch, not tucked in super tight, not loosey-goosey, somewhere in between, you can take your yoga blocks on top of your knees, slap your elbows on them, and then get a little bit more pressure, gentle pressure, on your knees as they relax. Most of stretching is just convincing your body, your neurological structure that goes through your muscles, that it is okay to relax. That what is happening may be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's absolutely okay to relax. Once your body knows that you giving it a little bit of pressure is safe, if you do it a little bit every day, stretching is best a little bit every day. You'll much, much better results than trying to do it a lot in one day. That's not going to help you at all. If you get to the point where you're pressing so hard, you're not telling your body it's okay. So it's very important to try to relax. Pressing too hard will set you back, and then you'll have to work even harder to get that flexibility you could have had when you just were chill. So wherever you're at, come on up. We're going to do a couple of compression exercises. We're only doing one round of these. So wherever you're at, I'm actually going to improvise and use these yoga blocks like a chair. If you are at home and you have a chair, that's not going to work. Ha-ha, chair! Okay. This is the most professional video I've ever done. Okay, if you're at home and you have a chair, you are the proud owner of a chair in your life. Go get it. What we're going to do is a compression exercise. So what it's going to look like is you're going to put your hands next to your thighs. Some people like to do it next to their butt. I actually like to do it here, halfway between my butt and my knees. I get a much better feeling that way. Your goal is, face with our knees bent, you're going to try to push, just like the first exercise we did in our push-up, where we pushed and rounded this part of our body. We're going to do the exact same thing,
We're gonna push and try to lift ourselves up, hold, and then back down. So wherever you're at, get in your chair. Heck, if you wanna do it like this, you can. Then do that. Probably looks kind of cool. Maybe a fun party trick for the future. Wherever you're at, grab your chair, get your hands ready, flat hands, and let's go. Go. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down. Woo. We're going to do it again. Put your hands in position. And you can pull up, but let your chest come forward a little bit. And go. Come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. We're going to do that 5 times total. We're doing 5 of our lunges on each leg. Do 5 of these. So put your hands flat where you'd like them to be. And come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And down. Whoa. We only have 2 more of those. All right. Take your hands where you like them to be. Come on up. 2, 3, 4. This time, before you come down, see if you can get one big pulse. So pulse up and down. Great job. We only have 1 more. If you're feeling real juicy at home and you want to take it a step further, you can try to straighten your knees. I'll try it for a second. Not sure if that's where I'm at today. So let's go. Hands are where they want to be. Breathe in. Remember to breathe the whole exercise. And come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Didn't quite make it the whole time with my knees straight. But that's okay, because I'm glamorous anyway. Woo! Take it back to the mat. Get rid of that chair. Bye, chair. It's time to learn the real secret of why I brought these yoga mat blocks here today. I know you've all been wondering, and we're about to do it. So, woo! We are not done with compression. Take these blocks to either side of your ankles. And we're going to work on lifting, pointing our toes, straight knees, nice and tall. Lift your right leg up and over, up and back, just like that. So let's do it together. Go up and over, up and back. Left leg up and over and back. Right leg up and over, up and back. Left leg up and over, up and back. If you want to keep going. And back. You want to do a nice big tall one. Woo-ha, 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 woo-ha. Don't do it, Andre. Try to stay nice and tall. Try to keep your quads, engage your quads. These ones should be on fire. If you do not feel like they are on fire, then straighten your knees, point your toes, lift those suckers up as high as you can get them. Woo-ha. This side, that side. Back 1 more round. Boop, boop, boop. Great job. From here, just shake, 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 shake. See if can you make some funny slapping sounds on your yoga mat. I don't know why it makes me feel like Gloria Estefan or J-Lo. I don't know why. But heck, I'll take it. I like both of those people. That would be great company. So we're here. We're going to do both feet at the same time. What a world! So you're going to take both of them up and out, up and back, up and out, up and back. I'm trying to stay up and long, but you'll notice I am tucking a little bit here. I'm using my hands to help me on the outside of my butt, but I'm trying not to do this. I don't know why it's not easier. This is already hard enough. So give me 4, boop, 3, boop, 2, boop, 1, boop. Kick your yoga blocks over. Woo. Shake it out, shake it out. Just do a little dance move. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. Hey, my quads are sore. Let's do quad stretch. come on up into your all fours position, and once you're there, pull your left foot forward. You can actually use a yoga block. Now that you've kicked your yoga blocks all day, you can actually use them to help in this stretch. So first, point both your hips forward, sink down into your stretch. If you'd like to use your yoga block for balance, awesome. If you want to slap your hand on top of your other hand, that's cool. Great job. Next, I want you to push up and out of that stretch for a little bit of psoas stretch. So tuck your chin to your chest. Feel it in your psoas. You can come back as far as you want and tuck your hips, or if it feels good to do that and then come a little bit forward, kind of move around, see what works for you. So you feel a really exciting sensation round about that front of your leg. Great, hey, we're here. If you want to put a pillow on your knee, this particular pose we're going to do next, we're going to lift our foot up and grab it. Some people don't love that. If you're on a wood floor, I would highly recommend using a pillow. So reach back, grab your foot, and then make sure you pivot and turn both of your hip headlights forward out into the distance. Pull that sucker in towards your butt. But not so much that you hurt something. I love this stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches. Probably could hold this stretch for 2 or 3 minutes straight. If you want to put both hands on your feet, go for it. You know, not everybody loves this. We all have a stretch that feels really like weird good. Like, that's uncomfortable, but in a good way. For me, this is that one. But I won't make you hold it forever. If you want a cool screenshot from your video, take that foot out a little bit, drop your pelvis down, give me a cool, like, oh, little funky hand. A funky little chicken hand. Done. Am I a little teapot? Nah. Alright, drop your back foot. And take your front knee back. Replace it with your other foot and knee. Use your yoga block for balance to come on up. What do I feel like in this particular position? I do feel rather bird-like today. Or maybe an elephant? Ooh. Who are you? What's your spirit animal? What's your handstand spirit animal? I think while I'm doing handstands, it's a stick bug. But then when I'm stretching, it's like a bird of some sort. All right, push up and out. Tuck that back hip. Tuck your chin to your chest. Just feel like an angsty teenager. I don't want to go to that stupid movie with you guys anyway. I don't know. What do teenagers complain about? You tell me. Let's have a whole comment thread of people telling me what teenagers complain about. That would be amazing. Well, I'm so excited to read that. Please participate in that. Oh my goodness. Alright, y'all. If you feel so inclined to do so, come on, lean forward a little bit. Pull that back foot up. Reach, and grab that back foot. And then, bam, turn your headlights onto the horizon. Pull that foot towards your butt. Play with it. Do you like to be straight up and down and pull it? Do you like to come forward and pull it? What is your body telling you today? What's the thing that your body is telling you that you need more of in your life? Is it forward bend stretching, back bend stretching, bottomless mimosas? Like, honestly, what is the thing that would make your body the most happy to do today?
All right. I'm going to grab with 2 hands just for a hot sec. And then release that back foot. Take your hands down towards the ground. Come on over. Come on into your sitting position. While we're here chatting, let's do log pose. So your one foot, I'm going to do my left foot, is here at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take this right foot, put it on top of my left knee, and sit nice and tall. If I feel like it, I'm going to press down. I can even use my yoga block. Press down on that knee. Holy moly, if I breathe here for a couple of seconds, I can even lean forward. So much butt muscle engagement today. If you wake up tomorrow and your abs feel really sore, that's a good thing. That means you are working hard. You ever seen gymnasts? Or maybe you're a gymnast watching and you like really want 6-pack abs. Holy moly, this is the way to get there. All right, take one more deep breath. Relax, 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 relax. And then walk yourself back up. We're just gonna switch it right to the other side. Take your right foot out, take your left foot out. Pull your right foot in and put your left foot in. And then don't shake cause it'll hurt. And then do the hokey pokey and gently lean forward. That's what stretching's about. Personal goal, I'm gonna sing crappily on every video I make for the next month. I don't know why. Why not? Alright, you're relaxing. Relaxing. Well, I was going to tell you about butt muscles. Butt muscles, otherwise known as glutes. Gluteus maximus, your big butt. Gluteus minimus, your little butt. Butt muscles are inherently lazy. I have a wonderful friend who compares them to Batman and Robin, and I think that is just really a fantastic, a really, really great visual. And I'll put a link to her stuff. She's a great yoga instructor. I'll put a link up for her, as well as if you like doing handstands and you want to do handstands more consistently, I'll put a link up to a fantastic friend who also teaches handstand classes every week. So if you want to switch it up, she's amazing as well. Holy moly, just watching her do handstands is really inspiring. So if nothing else, you can kind of have a cool example of what to shoot for. Anywho, you're relaxed. Come on back up. Oh yes, I said that Batman and Robin, glute muscles, that's a good comparison because butt muscles are lazy. They are the biggest muscle in your body, the biggest single muscle in your body, meaty, thick. And I guess because it's big and heavy, it just doesn't want to work. I don't know, it just may take more effort. So doing exercises where you actively engage your butt muscles and think about it, get those muscles firing, can keep the whole rest of your structure safe. So it's important. They don't want to work hard. They want to rely on those little dinky stabilizers to do everything. We have to say, no, I need you. So, oh my goodness. Hey, I like to end everything by breathing up, plugging into the sky. Just for fun this time, let's take it all the way to the side. Reach your one arm over your ear. Oh, really sink into it. Come on, back up. Reach to the sky. Come on over. Very cool. If you want to move on and do one of our yoga stretching videos after this, go for it. Oh. And if not, take both hands up. Reach, reach, reach. Take a big breath in. Bring it on down to heart. And exhale. You are done. Great job today. You killed it. I think we're done. We're done. That's it. That's the cover image right there. We did it. Go home. It's over. Go. Go. Goodbye.